Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you are all doing well. This is Harshit. Today topic is start TCP header. So without delay, let's start and TCP header. I will explain part by part and TCP header. First, source port. It is a 16-bit. Destination port. It is a 16-bit. Sequence number 32 bits. Acknowledgement number 32 bits. 4-bit header length reserved and flag. 16-bit window size. 16-bit TCP checksum. 16-bit urgent pointer. Then option and then data. So without delay, let's start. And source port. What is source port? It is a 16-bit. It is identify the identifies the source port of the user of the users a user. It is randomly generated generated or it is fixed income cases as well range of range of ports 0 to 65535 65535. Then you can say it is identify identifies sending application. What is destination port? Destination port. Destination port. It is also 16-bit bit. It is identify the it is identify the identify the port number of the server. Server means destination. Destination where the user has to send the data to almost to is almost is every single cases a case. The destination port number is fixed range range 0 to 655 35. You can say it is identifies receiving application. Receiving application. What is sequence number? Sequence sequence number. It is 32 bit. 32 bit. It is used to identify. It is used to identifies the segments if segmentation if segmentation sorry is performed, then all the segment will be give a sequence number will be will be will be give will be give yeah given a sequence number so that the it is used to it is used to represent the first byte represent the first byte of data that means it will point at where the data actually start at where the data actually art start starts. You can say it is also used it is also used for synchronization synchroni- synchronization. You can say first sequence number is used to connection establishment is called integral sequence number, and this sequence number is used by the receiving during resample of data. Then it is represent the first data byte of the segment. I hope you are all understand. Then acknowledgement number. Acknowledgement number. It is also 32-bit. What is acknowledgement number? The byte the byte number that the receiver expect to receive expect to receive expect to receive. Next next, it is an acknowledgement. It is an acknowledgement acknowledgement for the previous byte for the previous byte being received successfully being received successfully successfully successfully. Then acknowledgement number, then you can say it tells the sender to send the next data data with this sequence number. Then you can say it is only valid it is only valid valid if acknowledgement flag is sent to 1 sent to 1. Then after that it is a start three-way handshake. The three-way handshake is a process used to establish a connection between a client and server before data is transmitted. It involves three steps. First, synchronize. Then second step, synchronize plus acknowledge. Then third step, acknowledge packet. So I will explain first practically and then I will explain theoretically. Three-way handshake. First, one side client and one side server. The client send a SYN packet to the server to request a connection. Then the server responds with a SYN plus ACK packet to acknowledge the client request and single readiness. Then the client send an egg packet back to the server, confirming the connection is established. This three-way handshake ensures both parties are synchronized and ready for data transmission. It is three-way handshake. The three-way handshake The three-way handshake hand handshake is a process used to establish a connection establish a connection between a client and a server and a server before data is transmitted. It involves three steps. First, SYN packet. SYN means SYN stand for synchronize packet. The the client the client sends a SYN packet to the server request a request a connection. Then second, SYN plus ACK packet. SYN plus ACK stand for synchronize plus acknowledge. Synchronize plus acknowledge. Acknowledged. Acknowledge. The server response. The server responds responds with a SYN plus acknowledge packet packet to acknowledge the client acknowledge the client's request and single readiness. Then readiness. Readiness. Then acknowledge packet. Third part, acknowledge packet. ACK packet. ACK stands for acknowledge. Acknowledge packet. The client send an ACK packet back to the server configuring confirming the connection is esta- established. This handshake, three-way handshake, three-way handshake handshake ensure ensure both parties are synchronized synchronized and ready for data transmission. Data transmission. It is three-way handshake. Then data offset data offset या offset या header length. It is 4 bit 4 bit header length. It tells you it tells you about the length of the header. It stores uh, it stores something 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 called as a called as a scale by which by which header length header length is called is called calculated calculated. Then you can say it connection it it contains the length of TCP header 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 size header size minimum minimum 20 bytes and maximum header size header size of header size maximum 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 60 bytes. Value the value of this field the value of this field lies between 5 to 15 5 to 15